ankle drivers. So ankle drivers are a fantastic exercise for working on our ankle mobility, which is really important prior to lifting weights or playing sport. So with ankle drivers, we're going to work on a single leg. So it's also going to challenge our balance and stability. The key point on the ankle driver, I want to try and keep my heel flat at all times. So I don't let my heel come off the ground, I keep it grounded. From that position, I'm trying to drive my knee forwards as much as I can. So I want to feel that driving forwards, trying to open up at the front of the ankle. So when I'm doing that, we're going to work through 5 positions. So we're going to come, first one, I'm going to come with the opposite leg, I'm going to drive it across the body. So instead of a straight line, I come in, I try and drive across the body. The next one, I want to drive forwards, try and tap the heel as far out in front as I can. I'm then going to go lateral, so I want to drive out to the side, push this knee forwards, tap. Then I'm going to go straight behind, still pushing this knee forwards. And then the last one, also for opening up the hips, I'm going to try and come across and behind, okay? So let's see what that looks like front on. I'm going to do the other side. So here, so first one, drive that knee forward, keep the heel flat, across the body. Then we come out in front, lateral, behind, and then behind and across. Okay, so we got 5 positions that we're trying to work through there. Make sure your heel stays flat on the ground. Try and keep your chest up throughout those movements as well. Okay, one more time. So in front and across, straight in front, really try and get the distance. Lateral, reverse, and reverse, and behind. You're going to get a nice opening up through the hips as well there. This one is called the Inchworm with a Spiderman rotation. Okay, so for this one, shoulders back, core tight. I'm going to push my hips back, so I want to get a nice stretch through the hamstrings. Okay, so stretch for as long as I can. Then I'm going to use my back, roll down. I'm going to walk my hands out until I get into a push-up position. From the push-up position, my leg comes through. So I want to take my left leg. I want to try and get the heel in line with the hand. Okay, so my knee is in line with the shoulder, heel in line with the hand. From this position, we're going to go tight. I can try and sink down a little bit. And then I'm going to go nice big twist. So I should have a straight line. This arm all the way up. Rotation, look at the top arm. Come back down, push back, come through with the other side, exactly the same, sink down, nice big twist, rotate up, push back, drive the hips up first, try to keep the legs nice and long as we walk it back in, and tensing the glutes at the top. I'll just get one side on. Okay, so one more time from here, so set, I'm going to hinge at the hips. Come down. Some of you might need to get a lot more rotation. You may even need to bend the knees a little bit. Come down, step the leg through, big chest up, sink the elbow down, nice big twist, rotate, come through, sink down, twist, rotate. You can also add, if you wanted to, a little push up, and then walk it back in again, okay? So that one's really good. It's going to open up the hips, going to get the glutes a little bit open, going to get some spinal rotation as well, and working the shoulders. So fantastic exercise, a lot going on there. Pretty much one that I'll always add in a warm-up. Knee grab, so knee grab into a lateral lunge. So this one we want to keep chest up nice and tall, trying to get nice and stable on a single leg, so no knee bend. I want to push down, drive it tall. I'm going to try and bring my hands over the other knee. Pull the toe up nice and high, so I'm pulling the toe up, pulling the knee in. I'm going to drop out, arms can go straight ahead, try and sit nice and low, keep my heel flat on the ground, drive back in again. Okay, so again, chest up, shoulders back, push hard into the ground, get your balance and stability, try and pull that knee in. Then we're going to go out, arms can come straight ahead, nice and low, sink down as low as we can into that position, drive back out. Okay, then you can switch to the other side. Make sure you're doing equal reps on both sides. What we can also add into that is a little bit of an opener for the shoulders and the upper back. So instead, this time I'm going to go the same, into here, drop down, I want to get nice and low, and then I'm just going to add in a little overhead raise there with the shoulders and the arms. Drive back in from the bottom. One more time. And drive back to the start. Okay, so that one's fantastic for opening up the groins, the adductors, abductors, and also the upper back when we start getting the arms involved too. A kneeling side lunge to thread the needle. Okay, this is one of my favorite warm-up exercises, starting on the ground, so it's quite low impact, low intensity, but we're just hitting so many areas on this. It's a great warm-up move. So we want to be on all fours to begin with, so knees underneath the hips, hands beneath the shoulders. I'm going to take one leg out to the side, and I want to try and get a full foot flat with the toe pointing forwards. Okay, from this position, I'm just going to push the hips back slightly, so I should begin to feel a stretch on the inside of my groin and my adductor. Okay, from this position, I'm then going to take, so the same side arm, I'm going to take a nice big reach through, so I'm going to try and swipe underneath as far as I can. Nice big twist, open the body up. Okay, come back in, sweep through, try and reach as far as I can. Nice big, open the body up. Okay, so you can also go this side, but generally it works a little bit better on the other side. Okay, I'm just going to show you side on quickly. So hand set, foot out to the side, toe facing forwards. Try and tilt the hips upwards and push back. Sweep through. Nice big twist, open the body up. Okay, you can use your breathing, so breathe in. Exhale as I come through. Okay, so as I said, fantastic exercise. Open up the groin, the adductors, also the upper spine and the shoulders too. So put that into your warm-up. The next exercise we're going to look at is a quad stretch into a lunge with a reach. Okay, so for this one, keep chest up, shoulders back. I'm going to come into a quad stretch to begin with. Whichever arm I've got free, that arm's going to come up nice and tall. I want to push my hips forwards, get stable on a single leg, so work the balance. Drop into my lunge, come down, and then I'm going to add a little reach up and over in that position, drive back to the start. Okay, then I'll either continue on that leg or I'll switch and alternate. But make sure in here we got our balance, shoulders pulled back, other arm up nice and tall, stretching, come down, get balanced. Nice reach up and over, so we're getting a nice lengthen through all of this side of the body as I get that twist and reach. Okay, I'll just show you side on. I'm going to switch sides this time, so up. Get your balance, core tight, other arm up tall. Come in, get nice and stable. As I come down, I'm getting a little reach up and over before I drive back again. Okay, so really good for opening up the hip flexors there. Nice lengthening through the lats as well. What rotations to push back? In this one, we're looking at opening up the hips, the ankles, and also the thoracic spine. Okay, so unfortunately my ankle mobility is not the best, so I go quite a wide stance on these to help me get down there. We want to try to keep our heels on the floor if we can. We want to drive those knees out as we come down into the bottom of that squat position. So chest comes up. Okay, from there, I like to come one elbow to the inside of the knee. Nice big twist and rotate with the other arm. Back in, twist, rotate with the opposite arm. Then I'm going to go hands on my heels, on my toes, and I want to push the hips up. So I get a nice stretch into my hamstrings. I'll then come back down again, try and get into the bottom of that squat position. One elbow to the knee, nice big twist rotation. Elbow to the other knee, can push down, twist, rotate. Hands to toes, push back and lengthen. Okay, so I'll just show you again side on. Ideally, we want to try and keep the best posture possible. Everyone's going to be slightly different in this position. Good, so that's great for opening up the hips, trying to work into the ankles, and also getting a bit of rotation through the shoulders and the upper back.